Long ago, in the great kingdom of Zalwanga, where the sun cast golden rivers over endless plains and towering baobabs, whispered secrets of old, there ruled a mighty king named Jabari. His wisdom was unmatched, his warriors feared, and his people prosperous. Yet, unknown to many, the great king carried a secret, a shadow that moved when he did, yet walked a different path. His twin brother Khamari had been born minutes after him, but by the elder's decree, the firstborn alone could claim the throne. And so, from birth, Khamari lived in Jabari's shadow. The king, ever loyal to his brother, had raised him high, giving him a place of honor as his chief advisor. But the burden of being second, of watching power slip through his fingers year after year, grew heavy in Khamari's heart. He smiled, he bowed, but in the silence of the moon, envy twisted his soul. One fateful night, Khamari whispered into the ear of the royal general, weaving lies of war. He spoke of betrayal in the eastern tribes, of enemies closing in, of an urgent need for the king to journey beyond the kingdom's walls to meet them. Trusting his brother, Jabari gathered his finest warriors and rode into the night. But there was no enemy waiting, only the vast wilderness and the silence of betrayal. When the king realized the deception, it was too late. Back in Zalwanga, Khamari had seized the throne. He declared Jabari lost to the dangers beyond, appointing himself ruler. Yet the people, loyal and wise, knew their true king would never abandon them without word. Whispers of doubt slithered through the palace halls. In the wilderness, Jabari and his warriors struggled to return. The journey was treacherous, with raging rivers, prowling beasts, and Khamari's assassins at every turn. But the true king was not so easily vanquished. Guided by his unwavering spirit and the loyalty of his men, he fought his way back, battle by battle, night by night. When Jabari reached the gates of Zalwanga, the people gathered in awe. The king had returned, not as a ghost, not as a forgotten name, but as a warrior, fierce and unbroken. Khamari, clad in royal robes that did not belong to him, trembled. He had claimed his brother's throne, but he had not earned his brother's strength. Jabari, flanked by his warriors, rode through the streets on his black stallion. The people cheered his name, their voices rising like a storm against the false ruler. Fear flashed in Khamari's eyes, but he straightened his shoulders and stepped forward, feigning confidence. "I did what was necessary," Khamari declared, his voice steady but his hands shaking. "I saved the kingdom from weakness. You betrayed your blood," Jabari cut in, his voice sharp as a warrior's blade. "You betrayed your people. And for what? A throne you could never truly claim?" The palace guards hesitated. Some had sworn loyalty to Khamari, believing the lie of Jabari's demise. But now, standing before the living king, their resolve faltered. One by one, they dropped their weapons and knelt before Jabari. Khamari turned wildly, searching for an escape, but the walls that once sheltered him now felt like a prison. "I will not kill you," Jabari said, stepping closer, "but you will never set foot in Zalwanga again." The people roared in agreement, demanding justice. Yet Jabari would not stain his hands with his brother's blood. Instead, he banished Khamari to the wastelands beyond the kingdom, where no man ruled and only the desperate survived. Stripped of his title, his robes, and his name, Khamari was led beyond the gates, his eyes burning with a mixture of rage and regret. As the gates of Zalwanga slammed shut behind him, Khamari turned once, his gaze locking with his brother's. "You think you have won," he spat, "but a shadow never truly fades." Jabari watched him go, knowing his twin would never cease scheming, but the kingdom was safe for now, and if the shadow ever returned, the true king would be waiting. And so, King Jabari ruled once more, not just with wisdom, but with the strength of one who had walked through betrayal and emerged stronger than before. His kingdom flourished, and the story of the brother who walked in his shadow was told for generations, a warning to those who let envy darken their hearts. Did Khamari truly vanish? Or will his shadow one day return? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to hear more legendary tales from enchanted African realms.